Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s fight to appear on the ballot in Pennsylvania brought him to a Harrisburg courtroom today, and travel problems may have sunk his case. Fox 43's Marshall Keeley was inside the Pennsylvania Commonwealth Court today as the presidential candidate arrived more than an hour and a half late, Marshall, and that certainly did not help his cause.
Yeah, Evan, the day did certainly not go according to plan for the Kennedy camp. He was supposed to be here at 10 a.m. this morning. A canceled flight kept him off the stand today and could, in fact, keep him off the ballot.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. emerged from a Harrisburg courthouse less than a half hour after entering the courtroom. The 10 a.m. hearing to determine whether Kennedy can appear on the ballot in Pennsylvania went on without him. Kennedy walked into the hearing at 11:39, nearly an hour after Judge Lori Dumas ruled the hearing would go on without his testimony. His lawyer says a canceled flight from Massachusetts to Harrisburg International Airport was to blame.
I've never been in a situation where a canceled flight has resulted in a judge preventing a presidential, any witness from testifying, given that we have the entire day set aside.
Two registered Pennsylvania Democrats represented by a Democrat-backed PAC contested Kennedy's application to appear on the ballot, arguing Kennedy's nomination petition had insignificant signatures and an inaccurate address.
When you disregard the process, when you show up late, when you say the rules don't apply to you and you should have gotten a discount and had to submit a lower number of signatures, it really shows a total disregard for our process here in Pennsylvania.
A New York judge recently ruled against Kennedy in a similar case, finding the candidate listed a New York address while residing in California. While the objectors argued Kennedy was trying to deceive voters, Kennedy's attorney argued removing a presidential candidate from a state ballot based on address is unconstitutional, saying Kennedy has 3 addresses in the United States and, quote, made a good faith attempt to use the correct one. Outside the courthouse, Kennedy claimed he's being targeted by the Democratic Party.
It's a sad devolution of this party that the only way that it can win elections is to keep its opponents off the debating stage, off the ballots, and use lawfare to try to win elections.
If you want to be on Pennsylvania's ballot, you've got to follow Pennsylvania's rules.
With more legal challenges ahead, Kennedy was asked if he'd stay in the fight.
Will you run if you're not? I will.
Now, Kennedy's appearance on the ballot could have a significant impact in the upcoming presidential race. According to the recent Franklin and Marshall poll, he could win as much as 6% of the vote in November. And keep in mind, this is a state that was won by less than 100,000 votes in each of the last 2 presidential elections, Evan.
Yeah, so a lot on the line, Marshall. Do we know at this point when the judge will make the decision in the case?
Yeah, Evan, the timeline right now is not clear, but Judge Dumas will have to act very soon. That's because Secretary of the Commonwealth Al Schmidt is supposed to deliver the list of candidates to the County Board of Elections across the state in 1 week's time. Evan.
Marshall Keeley live in Harrisburg this afternoon. Thank you so much.